It's time for the rundown. Tune in as Amelia and Lori share their must-dos in some of their favorite cities, amuse you with their guilty pleasures, share the unsung promo hero of the week, and help decipher all those impossible text acronyms.
Hello and welcome to episode 46 of The Rundown. I'm Amelia Madl with Promo Corner, and joining me as always is my lovely host, the talented Mrs. Lori Bolton of Totally Bamboo. How you doing, Lori?
I'm good. Did you say that right, Amelia? Lori Bolton with Totally Bamboo?
I did say that right.
It is true.
We're going to give people some whiplash. So first, I want to go to our show sponsor, and then we have to clarify why I didn't make a mistake like I normally do. So first, we're going to go to our show sponsor this week, which is the Magnet Group. Hey, Lori, do you want to be my Vanna White while I talk about the Magnet Group?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Awesome. So the Magnet Group is a top 14 perennial supplier offering thousands of products and solutions to fit every budget. Top selling categories include I'm looking at it and I'm saying it. Top categories include magnets, direct mail, journals, bag, drinkware, technology, towels, blankets, awards, and food. They have exceptional customer service and execution, and they attract business. Let the Magnet Group help you on your next project. Go check them out at themagnetgroup.com. And thank you, Magnet Group, for these are great. This big, huge
gorgeous. So, yes. So I can speak to this just quickly. These blankets are amazing. The Magnet Group has thousands in stock. This was when I worked for them. This was one of the items I would sell on the day, every day. It's completely customizable. You put people's names on it. You can number it if it's our names are on. Yeah. So you can put people's names on it. You can put variable data. Completely customizable, 1 unit minimum and no setups. 1 unit minimum and no setups. And there's two sizes. There's a 50 by 60 that we did for the rundown. And then there's a 30 by 40, which is more of a lap blanket for football. Think of football now that it's starting up again in the stands when you go watch Maddox play.
Yeah.
Anyhow, this is such a great piece and I loved selling it. So
it's awesome. And I am going to use mine on my upcoming trip, which I will get to talk about here in a minute. But okay, let's just clear the air a little bit, Lori. So I mess up a lot. People know that. But I said, and you heard it right, Lori Bolton with Totally Bamboo.
I know, LB with TB. Nice little ring, huh? So so exciting. And we've spoke about Mr. David Chen on numerous occasions. They were also a sponsor for our podcast. But I was actually helping him. The joke between us is that I keep his calendar, and I have for a while, like outside. So Lori, where do I need to be? Where are you next week? What are you doing? And we were looking for somebody on more of like the East Coast. I was giving him some names, and this is a long process. He finally said, when are you going to come work for me? I'm like, stop. Anyhow, it was just an amazing opportunity for me and for Totally Bamboo. He brought me in as the director of business development. So a little bit of everything. I'll still be selling, of course. I love it, but I'll be helping identify new product categories within the line that we're going to add. So that's super exciting to me. That takes me back to my Nike days.
Yeah.
So bottom line is I've taken my entire career from Nike and then my 23 years in, so 30 years of work experience, and it's tied in this nice little package. And I get to use like so many of my skill sets, which is super, super exciting. So
that's really cool.
Yes.
I'm really excited.
Thank you. I am so excited too. And I'm excited. David's an amazing person, human, and super honored to be part of that team.
Very cool. And I'm really excited about free samples that I expect to be coming to my door once you get everything situated. So
yes. And for those of you, this is day one for me. So I am totally getting situated, new equipment, like just trying to figure it all out. But beautiful line. We're in over 4,000 retail spaces. So
that's awesome.
Super excited. Yeah.
That's cool. Well, that's a lot going on. So
A lot. And if I can just, I'm sorry, Millie, really just a big thank you to the Magnet Group. I spent a year there and they are amazing people, amazing company, and appreciate my time there. So thank you.
Awesome. So happy for you.
Thank you.
Okay, so you've had a lot going on, and
Yes.
I've been planning for a lot that's going on. So we're recording this early, and I am literally tomorrow. So this is recorded early. Tomorrow, I'm hopping on a plane, and this will drop the day I get back from my trip. And the big trip is I'm going to Ireland with my coworkers. There's a group of 7 of us, and we are having our annual company meeting / retreat this year in Ireland for 5 days. So I have been planning for that. And then, hey, when in Rome, right? I'm not in Rome, I'm in Ireland, but I was like, if I'm already here, might as well stay a little bit longer. So hubby's coming out to meet me when we're done with the work part of the trip. And then we're staying for another week, going to London. So the Queen passed away. The funeral is Monday. So everybody, you understand, we've recorded this early. So the funeral is Monday. I fly into London on Sunday. So I will be there for the funeral. So when we talk again, I should have a bunch of pictures and a lot of stories about what kind of craziness I've encountered on this trip. So
Stand up, Amelia. Like, I'm a little obsessed with the whole royal thing.
I know.
Like, I am. I mean, I woke up in the middle of the night when Princess Diana got married. My sister in New Zealand's governed by them, and then my family in Canada is governed by the king as well. So I've got a couple different touch points. But could you imagine if you're trying to get your ticket right now to go?
No, I'm already worried about like what travel, because I go through, Kansas is not a major hub. So to get anywhere, I have to go through a couple places. So I stop in Charlotte, and Brandon is flying from Austin to Charlotte. So we meet in Charlotte, and then we have the same plane to London, and then we change planes in London and fly to Shannon. So, and then on the way back, we're both leaving Shannon at the same time. He's meeting his girlfriend, Amanda. I'll be meeting my husband, and then we're going to go do our own thing. But yeah, I'm packing. Amazing. I am taking a carry-on because I'm so worried about all of the plane switching and with the chaos of Heathrow and like my luggage not making it. So I am squeezing packing cubes into my little carry-on bag. And then I'm sending an extra couple like shoes and some nicer outfits with my husband to bring me. So
amazing. And I have to be honest, I did not know where you're going. You've kept it a secret from me too. You are going to have the best time. Like oh my gosh. And being in London during this time, like, I don't know. I think you're going to see some stuff, perhaps like Buckingham Palace. There'll still be thousands of bouquets, I'm sure, outside.
Yeah. Well, all the tours that week, like I didn't book anything for Buckingham Palace or anything, but Brandon had done some tours around that area, and he's already got cancellation notices. They won't be doing any tours right in that area because it'll be so crazy and security and stuff. So my tours have not been canceled yet, but they were not in that area. They were more off exploring the side parts. So
gosh, I'm so excited for you guys. Yay! And I cannot wait to hear everything when you get back. How cool though that you're going, your company like annual meeting is in Ireland.
Yeah. We only get together once a year. So most of them are based in the Boston area. And then Jessica lives in Nashville, Brandon in Austin, me here in Kansas City. So literally, I haven't seen anybody since last year when we got together and went to Puerto Rico. Like that was the last time I've seen any of them.
Has it been a year?
Yeah. So instead of, traveling and going back and forth to offices, this is what we do. Once a year, we get together, we plan out the year, we plan out our Vegas booth, we talk about what we want to see changed, upgrades to the system, and we just hash it all out and team build. And yeah, it's awesome. Good stuff.
I think we need to have a meeting with David Chen somewhere, maybe Italy.
Bonus right before this was my anniversary. So I keep telling my husband this is our anniversary present. We didn't get to travel for 15 years because of COVID. We were going to go to Hawaii and that got nixed. So 17 years Europe. I'm like, come on. I should get some brownie points. I planned this whole thing.
Yeah, just all you need to do is pack your bag and come.
Yep, pretty much. I've done everything else, believe me.
And then the other thing that I don't think people realize is that, you're on a farm. There's dogs, there's chickens, there's stuff to be taken. There's kids. I forgot about the kids. There's kids to be taken care of. Like, it's a huge production.
Yeah, I have multiple people coming in over the course of the week to help. The kids are fine. They are self-sufficient, but I would never leave a 15 and 12-year-old home by themselves for a week. And they need to be fed and need to make sure like nobody breaks in the house or the house doesn't catch fire or something. So
basics.
Yeah. Cousins, sister, grandmas, they all have shifts. I have big itineraries of everything, of which kids in which city or which sport or what's going on. And
so much work.
Took a lot of planning. Yeah.
You leave in less than 24 hours.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So crazy.
Yes.
And Amelia was great. We were supposed to record earlier, but I needed to move it because I was crazy busy wrapping up my world.
That's what we do. That's what we do.
Awesome.
All right, Lori, Living with Lori. You were doing a 3-part series. Part 1 was about vitamins. Is part 2 something I can incorporate to stay healthy on this trip or no?
Yes, actually 100%.
Okay.
You may not have time to run out and get anything. Well, remember to stay hydrated. That's going to be super important. With the time change, just make sure you're staying super hydrated, Amelia. Today's Living with Lori is prebiotics and probiotics. So with the pre and pro, there's misconception that the idea is you find one that has a pre and a pro, and mine at night so that it works in the middle of the night, digestion, and you wake up in the morning and start your day. So that could be really good for you if you've got even probiotics to take with you on the trip, because you're going to be eating different foods, different spices. However, I will say Europe's food that they use, and like the flour, is better than ours. That's why when people say they've got a gluten intolerance and they go to Italy, they have no problem eating pasta. Oh. It's because they use like the real stuff, not the refined processed flour that we use here.
Awesome.
I know. So if you can get your hands on a pro and pre, or one of the other, I mean, ideally 2, but you leave in less than 24 hours. Let me just add this to your list.
Yeah.
Go find a probiotic, Amelia.
Go find. Okay.
Yeah. And there's some good ones. And just remember that you want to make sure that whatever you.
All right. So those are good tips. I have some pills in my desk. I'm going to see what I have for pre and probiotics. Is that what you said? Prebiotics?
Pre and pro, yeah, because they work together. So, yeah, see what you have in your desk. But I know what you have in your desk. It's a small pharmacy.
They're all over the counter. It's good. It's good. It's fine.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Oh,
you can always, you can always FaceTime me or shoot a picture and I can let you know. But those would be really, like, if you had one or the other, would be really good for you to take.
Okay. Good to know.
Yes.
Okay. Well, those are going to be helpful, but I got to tell you, my mom did. It was super funny. And I tried to tell someone and my daughter was so embarrassed. So I had to quit telling. So the other day we were watching a show together and it was like a scary show, something about the dad, and somebody was like thinking the dad was good looking. And she was like, oh, a DILF. And I go, what did you say? And she's like, a DILF. And I go, do you know what that means? And she's like, yeah, like a dad bod. I go, no, that's not what it means. And she goes, what does it mean? I go, have you heard of MILF? And she goes, yeah, but I go, don't ever say something that you don't know what it means. So I went in to explain a DILF and a MILF are a dad I'd like to beep. And her face turned red and she was like, no more. Don't say anymore. Don't say anymore. Okay. Next time you have a word that you think you want to use, please tell me so I can make sure.
Yeah. Like Mama's the queen at acronyms.
Yeah. Mama knows. Mama knows
Yes.
what's going on. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. She had no idea.
She had no idea. She thought it meant like a dad bod, which is complete opposite of what a DILF is.
Correct.
Yeah.
A DILF. I've never heard a DILF, but it's hilarious. A DILF.
Works either way, mom or dad, right?
Yeah.
Guy or girl, no discriminatory.
That is awesome, Amelia. That is awesome. She's
Jesus.
probably gonna tell her friends, like, don't say that. You know what it means?
Yeah.
Like, no bueno.
Yeah, bad.
So between that and the one we had last episode with the sugar daddy, I love that. I love that one so much. It is well, yeah, I was looking for my notes from last episode. PTLDSD, part-time long distance sugar daddy.
Again,
Got a DILF to it. You're good. You're golden.
oh my gosh, it's too funny.
That's hilarious.
Okay, we are going to do our unsung hero, and we have a special video clip. So let's take a watch. Hi, Lori and I are taking over Unsung Hero, and we wanted to give a special shout out to Daryl Dremel. Daryl does the editing and has done the editing of the rundown for at least the past year, and we truly appreciate what he does. He is really an unsung hero. The stuff that we send him sometimes is terrible because we lack technology and we have issues all the time, yet he always makes us look good and doesn't complain. I love that. I'm so sorry, Daryl, that we do this to you sometimes. We're really trying not to have any mess ups, but we really appreciate you. So shout out to Daryl Dremel, who edits and does all the back end good stuff for the rundown. We appreciate you.
Hi, Daryl. Thank you so much for editing the rundown. You do an amazing job. You always make Amelia and I look great, even though we're scattered on the backside. And I absolutely love your captions below whatever subject we're talking about. Thank you for everything you do for us.
Oh my God, thank you so much, Daryl. He is an unsung hero, and nobody except for my company and Lori knows who he is, but he has been making us look great for well over a year. He does all the editing, and all I can say is we send him some crap sometimes because of technology errors, which I'm having right now. So thank you so much, Daryl. And I have a little nothing I will be putting in the mail to you if I haven't yet. So
Thank you, Daryl.
All right, Lori, you have been insane because you just started this new job. So I've seen you've done some walks, but have you had time to have a guilty pleasure? Or
My guilty pleasure is like healthy, Amelia. Like I upgraded to unlimited Pilates package.
ooh.
So it's so good. I can go like as many times as I want. So I can do a Pilates class and then a stretch class following it. So that's really been my guilty pleasure. I think I've mentioned it on some of our episodes. I've got a major surgery coming up, major surgery, November 2nd. And I'll be in the hospital for 3 to 4 days. And my goal is to go into the surgery super strong. Like no excuses, super strong, best shape at 35. And that's, so my guilty pleasure right now is really my health. And how many weeks do we have left? 4, 5, 6 weeks, maybe 7 at the most until my surgery. So yeah, I'm super focused on my health right now. So that I would say is my guilty pleasure.
That's a good guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
Taking care of yourself, because that is something that a lot of times we feel guilty doing, like caring for ourselves.
Such a good point. Yeah. But I just want to be able to walk out of that hospital on day 3 max. And be okay, strong.
So you'll get it, girl. I have faith in you. You will get it.
I'm totally gonna get it. What have you been up to?
Oh, well, planning this trip and getting all the kids situated and going to tennis tournaments and football games and blah, 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 blah. So that's just my life. But I did find this show. It was a limited series. I think there were 7 episodes. It's called Echoes, like an echo. And it's on Netflix, and it stars Michelle.
Pfeiffer?
Who?
Pfeiffer?
No, Michelle, I think it's Monaghan is her name. Michelle Monaghan. She's got brunette hair. She's really pretty. You'd know her if you see her. And then Matt Boomer, who he was in, oh shoot, now I'm gonna forget. Magic Mike. He was in one of the Magic Mikes in the beginning one. And he's also an actor that's been in other things. But so the gist is she is an identical twin. And her twin, one stays home in the country and one went to the city. But they had this thing where they would switch places a lot because they were identical. And one of them goes missing. And so the other one goes home to try and find her. And there's all these turns as to like what happened to her, where she went, and then which twin it really is, because there's been so much movement. You're not really sure who's who anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really good. And it keeps you guessing the whole time. So I really like that.
And how far are you into it?
I already watched it.
Oh my gosh. So, okay, so you are the queen of like having the most current shows under your belt. What are you going to download for your trip?
Okay. So this is a show that's older. It's been on Netflix for a while. It's called Animal Kingdom. Has nothing to do with animals. It's like, did you watch Sons of Anarchy?
No, but I'm like, Animal Kingdom sounds so sweet.
No. If anybody's watched Sons of Anarchy, I would say it's like that, only they are more surfer guys as opposed to bikers. And instead of running drugs and guns, they are thieves and steal. But it's a family dynamic. The mom is the matriarch and the boys are like doing the jobs. And there's, I think, 6 or 7 seasons. It came out in 2016. So I just downloaded season 3 to watch on the plane. I've already watched 1 and 2.
You'll be done in no time.
I know. My girlfriends were talking about it watching the Chiefs game the other night, and they were like, oh my God, how far are you? Ooh, yeah, you got to download the whole season. You're going to love it. It's going to change up in that season. And I was like, oh, so now, yeah.
Like, how old is it? You said older, but like how old? A year old? 2 years?
No, it came out in 2016.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So It's been out for a while. And one of the, Ellen Birkin, is that her name? The actress, she's the mom in it.
Oh, wow.
And then one of the boys that plays a grandson, he is the same actor that plays Michael on Peaky Blinders.
Okay.
I was like, how do I know that kid? But he was so much younger. It took me a second to place him. But yeah, Animal Kingdom is it's not kid friendly at all.
Okay. It may not be Lori friendly, so I'll check it out.
I'd say it'd be rated R. It had lots of nudity, drugs, sex. Yeah. Okay.
That's awesome.
All right, Lori. So in my words are failing. For our memes acronyms, instead of giving you those, I looked up some terms that they use in Ireland because I want to be cool and like not be out of place. So I'm going to give you some terms that they would use and you tell me what you think they mean.
Okay, so I have to tell you really quickly. I should have told you this earlier. So Bolton, we have a castle in Ireland.
Ooh.
So when you're there, it's literally called the Bolton Castle. I believe they turned it into a bed and breakfast now. But you'll have to Google it when you're there. It goes way back in the family. I am convinced I've got royalty in me somewhere.
My great grandparents' last name was Noble, and they can be traced back to England. So somewhere, I don't know if they changed their name just to make them sound good or if that was true or not, but yeah, pretty cool.
I probably hired help is what I was in my other life. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, if somebody says, give it a lash.
Give it a lash. I would say give it a try.
Yeah. Give
Yay!
something a go. Give it a lash. Hop on that bike, go give it a lash.
Getting a little different.
How about banjaxed? BANJAXED. BANJAXED. I'm sure they say it with more of a
banjaxed.
I'm gonna butcher if I try to even do an impression right now.
I would say,
You would say this about your computer monitors right now.
I was going to say effed up.
Yeah,
Screwed
not
up.
working. Yeah.
Not working. Like it's.
The car's banjaxed.
Yeah. Yes, banjaxed.
Okay, if I ask about the jacks.
About the jacks?
The jacks. The jacks.
J-A-X?
J-A-C-K.
Oh, jacks.
Jacks. Could you point me to the jacks, please? That's the wrong accent. That's British, not Irish.
The bathrooms.
Yes.
Nice.
The toilet. You gotta always know. Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
Thank goodness they speak English.
I know.
Like you're
I
not dealing
with
with
Spanish. I'll be like, El Baños, and they'll be like, what? I mean, jacks.
jacks. That's so cool. And I have not heard that before.
What about, have you heard the term stall the ball?
No, I have not.
Stall the ball.
Stall the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Stop the car.
No, but it means like to stop what you're doing. Hold on. Like if I was meeting you and you're like, oh my God, what's happening? Where are you? I'd be like, stall the ball. I'll be there in 20. Like just stop, calm down, stall the ball.
Like chill.
Yeah, like chill. Yeah.
Like it. I'm going to start incorporating some of these. Stall the ball.
Stall the ball. The last one I found, and I thought it was weird, is a donkey's year.
A dunk?
A donkey, like,
Or donkey? Good. A donkey?
A donkey's year.
That's what it is? A donkey's ear.
Year.
Year.
Like how many years? A donkey's
donkey
year is an expression of time. What do you think a donkey's year?
A donkey's year is a decade.
It doesn't give a hard defined time, but it's just a long time. It's been a donkey's year since we've seen each other last.
There you go. You pulled your accent out.
Here, I gotta like start watching Outlander, but that's a little bit different because that's also not Irish. That's
oh my gosh. You guys are gonna have the best time.
So much fun. So much fun. All right. Well, thank you again to our sponsor, the Magnet Group. I think
So
I
beautiful.
Take this on the plane. You think I could shove this in my backpack? And
yes, and it weighs nothing.
I know. I'm just tight. I'm gonna have
so yummy.
It is. I think I could sleep on the
It's the
plane a
best.
little bit better with this.
I think you should take it.
Okay. Well, be sure to go check out themagnetgroup.com. Find your blankie or whatever else you're looking for. And then be sure to comment below on your guilty pleasures. If anyone's seen Animal Kingdom, don't spoil it for me. But let me know if it's worth watching all the seasons because there's a lot. And then don't forget to nominate your unsung promo hero and tune in again on October 14th for tip 3 of Lovin' with Lori. And I don't know if I will have mommed it because I won't have seen my kids for 2 weeks, but I'm sure I will. Dogged it.
Well, I'm curious to see what happens with these long agendas and how the different people, like there's going to be a story, I'm sure.
Yeah, but it won't be my bad. It'll be somebody else's.
It'll be funny though. Yes, the kids will be fine. The animals will be fine.
I've already told my kids, do not let grandma wash their clothes. She is really bad at laundry and I didn't let her wash my clothes from the time I was 12 on. So grandma, if you're watching, towels only. You can only wash towels, no clothes.
Towels, grandma, only towels. I love it.
All right, well, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.